decided to have the business, I always was thinking that to create a specialty of the house. And one day I came to my wife and all my employees say, I know the special, it's gonna be chiles en nogada. I say, what? You don't know how to cook chiles en nogada. I say, but I wanna learn how to cook chiles en nogada. Anyway, I started to try. It took me 6 months. 6 months to do my best chile en nogada. Tenemos que poner bajo la lumbre. A veces también, the process to do the chiles en nogada, this is the way we're going to start to peel out the pepper because we're going to remove the skin. The skin we're going to remove is the way my Aunt Lupita, this is my Aunt Lupita, that's my brother Jose, that's my wife Elsa, and my son Mauricio. They are cleaning now the peppers very well. Come over. And then I will show you that all the ingredients we are using, fresh fruit, pineapple, plátanos, yes, yeah, in a cantaloupe, and also we use a little bit of dry fruit to have a little bit more of flavor. We are roasting the tomatoes because this is gonna be part of the salsa of the chiles en nogada. Everything is fresh, it's natural. And there are more than 20 ingredients in that pepper. Yeah, that's more than 20 ingredients. That's why the people, when they say, let me cook chiles en nogada, say, yeah, you want to stay all day long in the kitchen. It takes at least 4 hours to cook a chile en nogada, at least. Even the president of Mexico comes to eat to this restaurant. All the Jalisco's governors, since 16 years ago, they're coming with their families to have a chiles en nogada. Pepper, look at the size of the peppers. Wow. Yeah, and then it's beautiful. Look at it in my hand, in my arm, yeah, in my hand.
You go to like the Guadalajara
the main market.
They deliver here?
Yeah,
or?
no, I have to go twice per week. It depends the business. But I go twice per week and I live around 3 a.m.
Oh, wow.
Why 3 a.m.? Because I can get the better price and everything fresh. We always thought that I represent the color of our flag. The 3 different colors. The green color of the pepper, the cream, it covers the pepper. That's a white color. And then the pomegranate on the top, that's a red. Yeah, but we have to do everything right at the moment. This is not gonna last only for tomorrow. No, tonight we need to use all of it. If we live for tomorrow, then it's not good. Yeah, that's why everything is fresh. Yeah. Sometimes the kitchen, we close maybe 5 or 6, and then we're supposed to close at 7. But we run out of food. Yeah, because they say, why don't you buy more? And say, I do, but the problem is everything is fresh. This is one of the best Mexican dishes and more traditional dishes. And then it's really very important because we only have twice per year in the rest of the Mexico. But here in San Juan Cozalá, especially in Viva Mexico restaurant, we have every day, every single day of the year. It's really something to represent Mexico. That's what we are doing with this kind of chile en nogada. I started to work in a restaurant since I was 12, and then later that I moved to Ajijic, and actually I was a bartender, but the problem that the owner, that she was German and American, tall lady, but the way she was talking, she was speaking, it was so strong.
Käse!
And all the cooks, all the helpers, they were afraid about her. Everybody was running away. They didn't last more than 2 weeks. She had nothing against the people. The problem was the expressions she was using in the kitchen.
Verflucht!
And believe me that everybody was afraid about her. Yeah. One day she had nobody, and I was saying, could you come and help me? And I say, no, señora, the kitchen is for my wife. I say, come on, come and help me. And that was the beginning. I started to cook. A year later, I was in charge of whole restaurant, and I was only 22. Anyway, I always had the idea or the dream, one day I want to have a restaurant, one day I want to have my own restaurant. That was around 18 years ago. My Aunt Lupita, next door, she was selling this kind of very traditional dishes, Mexicans. We call taco, the crispy taco, like a Taco Bell, that kind of thing. And also sope, that's a round shape tortilla. Very different style of the way you do in the States, you know. And they're very traditional, and pozole as well, you know. I told her that, I said, Tia, why don't we just open a restaurant? And she said, you're crazy? No way. And she said, no. I said, if you have money, take your money and go to Ajijic. That's where the money is. I say, no, I want here. I want in my town. And I say, no, please, Agustin. And my mom came and said, you are so stubborn. You should open over there when your aunt is telling you. I say, Mom, we need something in San Juan Cosala. We can bring people in Mexico, and sometimes we use a lot of bad words, you know. And when somebody says Viva Mexico, like expression, but they add cabrones. Yeah, you know, it's Viva Mexico, cabrones. But I say, my Aunt Lupita, when people was coming, she didn't like that. And say, you should do something with Viva Mexico. And I told everybody, I say, we're gonna add Tia Lupita. Viva Mexico Tia Lupita. But they were doing the same expression, like a Tia Lupita was the same. And then she was so happy because she was so proud. But she never knew that it was cabrones. Yeah, but anyway, that's why we decided to add something, because when you say Viva Mexico, we will say Viva. We hit a modest light. We have a problem with the rain. The mountain is so high, and when it rains, the Mexicano, that's the wind from Mexico, it comes and hit a big mountain. And sometimes they are heavy with rain, with water, and they could not pass the mountain and just let the water coming down. And we had a big problem. The whole town was covered with mud. And I opened 2 home shelters with 1,000 people, and I fed them. I fed them for 10 days. I cooked for them 30,000 meals. Yes. It's really hard that you had everything. I mean, you have a house, you have a bed. They had nothing. Everybody asked me, even my mom, and say, what the heck you are doing, Agustin? I say, Mom, you have a place to live. You don't get wet from the rain. And then these people, they have nothing. At the end, I think in 10 days, we cooked over then 60,000 meals. In that time, I met a couple. They were running a program, feeding families of San Juan Cosala. They had a program, they named it Operación Alimento, Operation Feed Program. I didn't realize that they were doing this from my town, and I felt like they came to ask me if I can help them. I say, well, sure, why not? It's not easy job to feed 600 families per month. It's not easy.
Chiles and
Wow, look at that.
Look at this.
Somos ordenados, nosotros no ordenamos.
Wow.
chiles en Nogada.
Chile verde.
El chile verde de Puebla, o el poblano, eso es lo que se convirtió. En eso se transformó eso.
Where do I start first?
Whatever. Try the pepper, of course.
Try the pepper, all right.
Yeah.
We're gonna go right in the middle.
Yeah, right in the middle.
Here,
Yes.
because I know that's where all the good stuff is.
Yes. And then you will see
Right.
what is in there.
I'm gonna get some of those pomegranates right
Yes,
there.
everything
right?
together.
Big bite. Put a little rice.
Why not?
Right? A little bit of
Yeah.
rice.
Wow, you know how to do your combo. Oh, look at that.
Okay, ready?
Wow. Provecho, amigo.
There's a little tiny hint of sweetness. I can taste the dried fruit. The pomegranates give it a little texture, a little
Yes.
pop,
Yes.
a little bit of a little tiny bit of citrus. The creaminess from the is this sour cream?
No.
Crema?
No, it's not only sour cream. We mix 3 or 4 different kind of.
It's a secret.
Yeah, because if it will be
Crema.
only sour cream, it will be melted.
Oh,
We
okay.
do a little bit of trick.
All right,
you know,
all right,
it's,
all
yeah.
right.
And then queso crema, cream cheese, a little bit of yogurt, a sour cream, and we add a little bit of what is it? Pecans. Yes.
So Augustine, I'm used to a specific kind of Mexican flavors. So to taste this is just totally different, very
I know.
unique than what
That's
I'm used
why,
to.
That's why the people, they say, every time when there is a special event, like a wedding or something, anniversary, they have this, and the people say, wow, chiles en Nogada. Yeah.
That's a shot. Ready?
Gracias. Gracias. more than tradition. I think if you feel it right here, it's not a problem, but it's a passion, I think, when you do chiles en nogada. When you become a good cook, that's what you do. You just put a passion on the food.